up, motherfuckers? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm back. Thank you again for listening. I'm glad you're all here. I've been having a kind of wild couple weeks, which is why I'm recording this on Thursday, July 9th. Normally I record it earlier in the week and I release it on Thursday. This is going to end up coming out on Friday. I'm going to be most likely changing it to Tuesday in the coming weeks. Just for my own situation. It's just been a crazy couple weeks. I finally moved out of New York City temporarily till the fall. I've been moving back and forth between 3 different states. I'm not really stationed anywhere, and I'm looking to finally coalesce around one area. Because road life kind of, it can get to you. It's fun in some ways. It's not in so many others. But yeah, I moved out of New York City temporarily. Everyone acts like because I left the city, I can never go back. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is about the Northeast. Because you talk to people out west, and I've talked to people in Montana, and they'll drive 8 hours to go party in a barn. People in New England won't drive 20 minutes to see their mother. Talk to someone from Rhode Island. People in Rhode Island, if they drive more than 20 minutes, they're packing for the night. Okay? And according to my friends and family, by living in New York, I might as well live in California. We don't move around that far out here. Everyone's acting like I'm not going to come back. I will come back in a bit once things die down. There's no comedy there for me right now. And I'm not going to be in a place if I don't have people there and I don't have something there to focus on. Because otherwise I'm just a dude living in a city developing a mental health problem. Ooh, dude, because I went back to New York. City feels different, man. It does. There is a sense of not total lawlessness. People aren't being butchered in the street, though murders are definitely up. But there is an attitude past a certain hour of, oh, the police aren't coming. And they're not. And it's starting to set in that we're just kind of going to do what we want to fucking do. Whether it's... As soon as I got back to Brooklyn, someone threw a monster firecracker in front of my car. Exploded. Set off about 8 car alarms. The sparks went all over my windshield. I swerved. I almost got run over by a garbage truck. And I went down a one-way street. It was pretty wild. And I go, oh shit, this is what we're doing. I don't mind certain levels of chaos. But considering the way things are going in the U.S. right now, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to wait till rents drop some more. I'm going to wait till after the election. Give people a chance to burn things down if it doesn't go the way they want and they get angry. And yeah, they can burn down a bunch of buildings and I won't be in them. And then I'll come back and I'll live in a slightly renovated, burnt out husk of a building for next to nothing. But I ain't gonna be there if shit gets too fucking wild. I got my own family to care about, and they're not in that city. They're back in New England. But yeah, man, I'm a little all over the place. I have some family issues. My father's in the hospital. He's not doing well. I have to focus on that and help my mom with some stuff. By the way, I'm using a lot of new gear. A lot of new audio equipment, new audio profiles. I'm getting some new video equipment. I want to make this show as good as I possibly can. I take pride in my work. I'm glad you guys listen. I want to give you the best product that I can give you. And that's what this whole show is about, is get your act together, get your shit right, be better, do things better than you used to do it. So, with that being said, if I change something, or if my audio isn't up to par, or my video isn't up to par, reach out. Let me know. Say, hey, Mike, this one could have been better. You could have done this differently. Let me know, and I will effectively change that. I don't have an ego. Right before the show started, my brother was explaining to me how I speak too highly at the end of each sentence when I open up a podcast. It's something I'm working on. That's what this is all about, man. It's all about trial and error and improvement and practice over time. That's just life. And I'm not going to get into this and be Joe Rogan right away. It's going to take some time, and I'm glad you're on the journey with me. But reach out. Let me know what I can do better. I don't have an ego. My ego is dead. It got fucked up. I took too many mushrooms. Also, my ego, I've been through enough shit where I've been on the bottom. My ego is, you ever watch a World Star video and you watch someone get stomped out? That's my ego. My ego was stomped out in the Bronx by 30 dudes wearing Timberland boots. That's what happened. So I'm not going to get all, if you tell me that one of my things sucks. Let me know. I don't fucking care. It'll help me. Unless I know you're being a prick, and I just won't fucking care. Anyway, I'm back in Boston right now. I'm helping my mom clean out my childhood home because my mom is what I would call an amateur hoarder. Not full blown. Not like the TV show. There's no diapers. There's no food. There's nothing like that. There's just stuff, man. It's just, my mom is a New England woman. She goes to the Christmas tree shop, and that's her crack. Okay, for those of you unaware, the Christmas tree shop is a store in New England, and their whole commercial is just a New England lady going, a Christmas tree shop, what a bargain! That's it. That is their fucking clientele, and they know it. It's married boomer women, white ladies. And they go in here, like I'll drive mom on the Christmas shop. She starts scratching like a fucking crackhead, like Tyrone from the Chappelle Show. Just, you can see her fiend, and then she gets in there and just a heyday. Just lose it. Every New England white woman goes into a Christmas tree shop and just fucking loses it. Loses it. Like a kid in Chuck E. Cheese. It's just, because it's Christmas there all year round, but also, it's just filled with knick-knack bullshit. Just knick-knack bullshit. And this is my mom's addiction, is things that do multiple jobs, but do none of them well. My mother bought me a lighter that is also an ashtray. Big fucking lighter the size of my wallet that can double as an ashtray. And I had to explain, no one smokes inside, Mom. The ashtray was a thing you needed when you could still smoke indoors. The ashtray doesn't exist. Children are going to grow up and they're just going to see ashtrays and go, well, what's that? And you go, well, when we were kids, if you were bad, your dad would take it and he'd hit you off the fucking head with it. And that's what they'll think it is. I remember when you would go to funeral parlors back in the day and every single table had an ashtray because people were just ripping butts, just getting that cigarette smoke in the air because it was better than the smell of formaldehyde and old dead lady. It really is, dude. I would rather smell 1,000 cigarettes than smell moldy Nana. Oh, God. Irish Catholic wakes are the worst. You got to sit down there and you're a foot from someone that you used to love, and you have to... They cover them in perfume. Someone covers them in old lady perfume, which is already just... It's already foul. It's already gross. And then you add in there whatever that... They take the dead ladies and they just dunk them. They just dunk them in formaldehyde or whatever it is that they're using. Just pull them out and it just smells like old ladies and hot dog water. So fuck yeah, cigarettes are way better smelling than that. But I'm helping her clean out. I did about 15 garbage bags. I get about 30 more. Trying to convince my mom to get... She's doing good. I'm trying to convince her to get rid of a weed whacker from the 1920s. I had to get her to let me throw out a ruler from the 1920s, because my great uncle's house. It's his house. We grew up there. I lived there with him until he died when he was 98. And I had to demonstrate that this rusted piece of metal on a stick could not cut a dandelion in order to get my mother to part with it. I'm sure some of you realize this because this is way more common than you realize. I feel like most kids grow up in two different types of homes. Number one, if you put sand on the floor, your mother beat you fucking mercilessly. Or she just had a mental fucking breakdown. You come in with sand on your face and she sprays your forehead with bleach, or your mom uses your bedroom as a storage closet and you're just sleeping in between piles of Time magazines from 1938. talking about the impending war with Japan. I've been good, man. I had a good July 4th. I hope you guys did too. I hope you took advantage of this. I know some of you weren't celebrating the 4th. I don't know, that sounds like a personal fucking problem, because I sure as fuck did. Oh, dude. People giving up fucking holidays and shit just to be salty. Dude, it's all about spending time with your family, man. That's all. It's just spending time with your family and friends. I'm so glad I got to see my friends. I haven't seen them since before all this quarantine bullshit, even when I was in the city. So I haven't seen most of my friends I grew up with for 6-7 months at this point. And it was good. It was good. And I went to 2 cookouts, and they were very good because both cookouts had good grillers. They had good grill masters. And this will make or break a cookout, is whether or not you have a bad griller. Okay, now there are 2 types of bad grillers. Number 1 is the guy who burns everything. Everything you stick on that grill comes out black. This dude takes a perfect cheeseburger and turns it into a hockey puck. He takes what should be a juicy piece of meat and gives it the same texture as a now and later. Eating a cheeseburger turns into eating a frozen Charleston chew. It's just a brick. It's a black brick. And people will sit there and pretend to enjoy it because they're psychos, okay? And then they burn hot dogs. They burn hot dogs and they go, some people like their hot dogs burnt. No, they don't. No, they don't. Okay? If you're an adult and you go to a restaurant, you order your meat medium well, the waitress should come out and say, you can have your meat well done or medium well, but you have to wear a bibby and sit in the high chair. Because grown-ups eat their meat medium or under. That's the way it works. Those are the rules. You have the dude who burns the hot dogs, just burns them. They just come out looking like Seal's dick. I love Seal. Love his music. I don't want my hot dogs to resemble his penis. That's just how I imagine it would look. Sorry, Seal. But I don't want that crispy fucking hot dog. Just black and charred. And then you have the second griller. Now, this type of griller is the fucked up, wasted griller. This dude does things a little differently. He can sometimes burn them because he's just wasted. You know this guy because you show up at a party. A griller should have a beer in his hand. That's come to be expected. But this dude, you show up, he's flipping burgers. Instead of a beer, he's just got to handle a fireball. He's just swigging fireball. It's 1 PM. You realize, I'm going to eat some fucked up food. Because this dude will either forget that the food's on the grill and it comes out black, like it was just cooked in one of the center circles of hell, or it's raw. Like ODB. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Raw. Okay? Because this dude will just put it on there and be like, man, how long was it on here? No idea. All right? He's either got the handle of Fireball or someone is passing him a handle of Jack Daniels. When the griller is drinking liquor, you're done. You're fucking done. You're done, dude. You're either going to get the hockey puck or you're going to bite into your cheeseburger and it's going to be like a reverse Hot Pocket. Where instead of frozen on the outside and molten lava on the inside, it's a little crisp. On the inside, ice cubes. You're just eating an iceberg of meat. An iceberg of chewy meat. As you bite it, you realize I'm getting worms. You know as you're eating it, I'm going to get worms. Okay? The center of this burger is pinker than the beef you just saw on Pornhub. Okay? It's pink. And you know you're going to get fucked up when you get it. As you're eating it, you go, I'm going to get the runs. I'm going to get the runs if I eat this burger. But you're not going to go have them cook it again because, I don't know, what are you going to do it yourself? No, you're just going to sit here and wait. Who are you kidding? You're going to sit here, you're going to wait, you're going to get the runs, you're going to deal with it. You ever eat food and you know you're going to get the runs as you're eating the food? You're eating food and just one bite in, your stomach just bubble guts right. Instant bubble guts as soon as the first bite hits your belly. And you have to make that decision. Is this food worth me getting the squirts? I always say yes every fucking time. Even if it's not good food, I'm just like, what am I already paid for it. I think that's what most of us do. You're out at a place, you eat the food, and you're like, what am I going to send it back? Nah, fucking. Eating it raw is good for you. Puts hair in your chest and worms in your belly and in your intestinal tract. And that strengthens you, man. That's what being American is all about. It's fireworks, it's alcoholism, and it's eating raw meat. Because it's better than overcooked meat. Happy 4th, baby. Oh, I ended up driving some people home. So I don't drink, as you guys know, so I was designated driver for the night. And every once in a while, I'm happy to help my friends. They were the next day. They were very thankful that I drove them all home. But every once in a while, I'll do that thing on a holiday where it'd be like, I wish I was hanging out with my people. I should go drive everyone who's drunk home. That'll be fun, hanging out with the guys. It's not. It's never fun, okay? It's like driving a short bus filled with kids who belong on the short bus while they're high on meth. That is what it's like taking a bunch of drunk dudes home. Because you have to stop everywhere. Hey, can you stop trying to get a pack of fucking Marlboro Lights? No, I don't think so. You can't smoke in my car. Well, I'll just smoke on the side of the road. I'd prefer if you didn't. Yeah, how about no? Hey, can you stop so I can take a shit in this bush? Can I take a dump on that dude's rutabagas? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea, Kenny. Every fucking time. Because every time I drive people home, they want to tell me how to drive. Why do drunk dudes love giving advice to a sober driver on how to drive? Every time. What I like to do is I play this game, and the game is called If You Don't Have a DUI, You Get to Suggest How I Should Drive. And that shuts up about 50% of the car right away, right there and then. The other thing is, you're wasted. Dude, you couldn't not get home without me. I'm gonna drive the way I fucking drive. Every fucking wasted dude who couldn't make it through, who couldn't roll through a stop sign, suddenly is gonna tell you how to merge lanes. And it's because they're drunk and they think you're fucking drunk. That's how that works. Every time. And they always talk shit. And you gotta shut them the fuck up. They're just screaming out the windows. My friend's like, man, you shouldn't look at your phone. And I'm like, well, I'm on a red light and my phone is my GPS because you live in East Bumfuck and I gotta drive you home. So why don't you shut the fuck up? You're gonna tell me to shut the fuck up. See? Yeah, Mike Bain, you big fucking pickle sniffer. See? What do you think, you're better than me because you don't have DUIs? I don't know why my friends sound like combination of a 1930s gangster and a Boston meathead, but they do. That's how it sounds to me every time. What do you think, you're better than me? See? Big fucking pickle sniffer. You can't drink no more. Sober dude thinks he's fucking better than everyone else. Every time. Last time I gave people a ride home was St. Patrick's Day. Biggest mistake of my fucking life. I took a car full of people home on St. Patrick's Day. Of drunk men. Of drunk dudes. 2 minutes in, someone cracked a beer and spilt it all over my back seat. 5 minutes in, they were screaming out the windows and throwing said beer at random passersby. 10 minutes in, we stopped for Chinese food. Colossal fucking mistake. Colossal mistake. Now my friends are in a Chinese food place fighting with Chinese people. While one of them smokes outside and pisses on the side of the building. It's never glamorous, ladies and gentlemen. You do it sometimes just to fucking do it. But it ain't the glamorous lifestyle you think it is. Also, this got me to thinking, dude, because I was at a party and people were passing around a handle of Jack Daniels despite COVID, which was something I would do if I was still drinking. I know in my mind I'd be like, well, the alcohol's going to kill the COVID, so... And I started thinking to what the way I used to drink, especially when I was young and I was in college, and the way I would pass around bottles. Dude, no wonder I have such a decent immune system. I've had COVID. I've had swine flu. I've lived through all of it. So I ain't fucking scared, man. I don't need your vaccines. Whatever you got, Mother Nature, bring it. Bring it. I'm going to fucking beat it, dude. Okay? Fuck your COVID. Fuck your swine flu. Fuck your bronchitis. Fuck your conjunctivitis and your chickenpox. I beat them all. I'm going to beat them again. All right? You can drop me off in the Congo, okay? I catch malaria and I'll beat that shit too. I ain't scared. Do you know why? Because I was a professional fucking drunk. And when you're a professional fucking drunk, you get sick. Because your immune system has already shit the bed. And also, you just share bottles with random people. When you're drinking, you just pass bottles around. And the worst, also blunts. The amount of times I've just passed blunts. And I'm like, oh, I just met you 5 minutes ago. You seem like a good dude. Want to put your lips on my blunt? Or another dude who lets me smoke his blunt? Because when you're smoking a blunt, what you're really doing is you're smoking a leaf of tobacco and the stranger's spit. A lot of people who don't roll don't realize that in order to make a blunt work, you gotta lick the fucking thing down. If you're using like a Dutch Master, you're slobbering all over that motherfucker just to unwrap the leaf. Even if it's just a basic blunt wrap or an easy wider, you're still... If you smoke something you didn't roll, you're smoking spit, dude. Okay? So, just let that be known. Let that be known to all you motherfuckers that wear masks but still pass blunts. That are still sharing blunts. Still sharing joints. You're smoking spit, dude. Honestly, I still do it. I don't care. I'm not afraid. But I'm just letting you all know. And I used to do the same thing with drinking. I would go to parties where I knew no one. And eventually, I would be thrown out, but I would always come back in. I could not be thrown out of a party because I always found my way back in. And eventually, people just tolerated me. They were like, oh, he's just going to be here. You know, He's like a pre-existing condition. You just gotta accept him. Just accept that he's here. I was like Barney, the drunk from The Simpsons. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Moe gets his act together and he's throwing all the drunks out of his bar. Homer, Lenny, Carl. And then he throws out Barney, and Barney just keeps showing up behind him. He throws him out like 5 times. That was me. That was me. I remember being at a frat party, being physically thrown out. Another frat member sees me outside puking, and he goes, ah, man, you coming in? And I go, fuck yeah, I'm coming in. Could not be kept out. But I would go to these parties and watch people do keg stands and just fucking slobbering all over the tap. Take the tap, fill mine up, or just put my mouth in there. All right? That's the equivalent of making out. I've made out with pretty much everyone at a frat party. Now that I think about it, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God, I can't believe I fucking did that shit. How has COVID not been here sooner? And the worst of all was Beirut. Some people call it Beirut, some people call it beer pong. But this was the ultimate plague spreader. Beer pong is the ultimate plague spreader. Because here's what you do, especially in college. You go to a house. There's dozens upon dozens upon dozens, if not maybe 100 people you've never met. You don't know. And you wait to get on the table. I'm going to run this fucking table, dude. We're going to dominate tonight. We're dominating fucking beer pong. Fucking gonna dominate, bro. And you go the whole ride home, fucking dominating, I went in their house, and I won on their beer pong table. That's basically like I fucked their girlfriends, dude. I totally cucked that whole fucking house, dude. Showed up, fucking soloed, a dude was holding his cup right there, fucking game ender right in the fucking cup, dude. Basically fucked you, I fucked your mom, I fucked your sister, I fucked your fucking grandma, fucking cucked everyone. House of fucking cucks. That's how you do it. That's how a young man views the world. And you are drinking out of cups that haven't been washed. So you'll line your cups up in that pyramid shape, and you put your lips to them. Now, not only, the cups haven't been washed, because girls will play, and girls won't play with beer. They'll put in, like, Bacardi or raspberry Smirnoff. So now your Busch Light has, like, a raspberry Smirnoff taste to it. And you get different beers in there. And this is when I drank Busch Light and Milwaukee's Best. I thought Bud Light was for rich people. Up until I was 25, I thought Bud Light was a rich man's drink. I thought it was fancy. Okay? I thought Keystone Light was an upgrade from Busch Light. That's where I was at. And so you take a cup, okay? Someone throws a ball in your cup and you drink it. No less than 20 different people have drank out of this cup by now. Your lips are touching it. Your spit is mixing. Disgusting. Okay? You're getting other people's backwash because you never completely finish. All right? You're getting backwash. You're getting spittle on the cup. Your lips are touching where other people's lips are touched. No wonder everyone gets cold sores. That's not it, though. There's more to this, because on top of that, you have the ball. The ball is never washed. Here's what you do at one of these parties, is someone puts out a bowl of water, and every time the ball misses, because the ball misses 60% of the time, it bounces off a dirty table and falls on the floor of a dirty frat house or a young guy's house, just filth. This place has never been mopped. Ever. Last mopping was 1953. The ball gets covered in filth, and all we do, you just put the ball in a little water, and you act like that's good. You act like it's bleached, like everything's dead. Oh, the fucking ball went in water, dude. Ping pong ball went in water. You can't get AIDS this way. You didn't know AIDS kills, water kills AIDS and cancer and herpes and HPV and COVID and swine flu. Well, just dunk that fucking ping pong ball in water, and you're good to go. You got nothing to worry about. Every time. People just dunk that in water and they act like they're good. They act like they're good. This ball has rolled across a filthy fucking floor and has been in multiple cups filled with backwash. And worst of all, people are touching it. Everyone is putting their fingers on this ball. This ball has been touched by literally no less than 30 people over the course of the night, because not only the people playing, but the people on the sidelines who pick the ball up are touching it. These dudes, just bunch of bros hanging out in an apartment, just throwing a ball, picking their fucking noses, pissing, not washing their hands, because ladies, we don't wash our hands when we piss, only when we shit. And even some of us, I found out, don't wash our hands when we shit. So people are scratching their asses. Some dudes will just go in another room, just, finger bang a girl real quick, just get in there, give a good finger popping, come back, not wash their hands, just pick up the ball. Now I'm eating mystery pussy juice, boogers, everything. And you know what? Back then, I didn't care. And if I could go back, I think I would. That's how invincible you feel when you're 22. When you're 18 through 23, that's how invincible you feel. You feel so invincible that you could basically lick a floor in a frat house or a sorority house or wherever. That's how you feel. Jesus Christ, man. Maybe we should keep colleges shut down. Holy shit. No young people are dying from COVID anyway. That's just a fucking bullshit myth by the media. Average age of death is 84. You young whippersnappers are good. How do I not have the bubonic plague? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I had nights where I threw up and I came back and I played Beirut beer pong without brushing my teeth. Which means that other dudes did that too. Wow. I mean, Flip cup is a little safer, because flip cup, you flip a cup and then you drink it. Oh, dude, I just realized in flip cup, when you play elimination, your teammates get eliminated, and then you have to drink from their cups. You're drinking, let's say there's one dude left in your team. You're drinking beer out of 4 cups that your 3 teammates drank out of also. Bro. It is next level shit. You know what's funny is so many of these cocksuckers who I went to school with who would just slobber all over a random Solo cup, who would smoke a blunt from a complete stranger, who would drink out of a cup that a dirty ball off the floor had just been in, an unwashed cup, and now telling me that I'm a monster because I'm not wearing a mask all the time. I see you. I see you, motherfuckers. Oh, who do you think you are? Oh, where do you get off? Where do you get off? You sons of bitches. Oh my God. I'm going through my head right now, and I'm thinking of all the people I know on Facebook that are putting up mask shit about how they're heroes, and I just realized I watched you at AE Pie, UMass Amherst, drink from a Solo cup that somebody probably pissed in. And here you are talking down to people. You're just another disease vector like the rest of us. Goes to show you, people only care when it affects them. No one fucking cares. It's like all the people I saw that were writing defund the police, and then the fireworks got a little too bad for their yuppie hipster asses, and now suddenly they're not writing it anymore because they keep calling the police on people setting off fireworks. People are only good people until it affects them. That's how this whole fucking morality thing works. I still can't believe how I fucking drank, dude. How am I not dead? How are all my friends not dead? Maybe that's what herd immunity is. Maybe herd immunity is we just get a couple dudes with COVID and we randomly stick them in a beer pong tournament and just let it work itself out. Let it work it the fuck out, man. Let it go through. On the questions. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. So we're just doing a quick one. I got a question from someone. What is your worst limp dick story? I don't think I have a worst one. I had one where, and this is something I've done a few times, where I get very excited to see a girl, and I smoke weed before, and then in my head, I'll just be driving there, and I'm like, I got this. I know she wants to fuck. We're doing this. We're going to have fun. I know I can handle this. She's going to like me. I like her. And then in the back of my head, I go, what if your dick doesn't get hard? And that voice gets a little louder every few minutes. What if your dick doesn't get hard? And then finally, it's in the front of my head, and my head goes, yeah, Mike, what if our dick doesn't get hard? And then as I start thinking about it, I'm like, shit, I should get hard right now in the cab or the Uber just to make sure I can get hard. And then I try to, and I can't. And I've shown up and not been able to until and then finally it's just like we're laying there. She rolls over. I look at her ass and I go, ding! And I got it. And that was a recurring theme for me, is me psyching myself out. That's a weird one because as any dudes listen to this knows, that can feel so humiliating for us. Not just humiliating, but it also sucks because we want to fuck and we can't. Now, taking whiskey dick out of the equation, just being high or whatever and not being able to get hard sucks in and of itself. But that is, dudes internalize that. When we can't get hard, we just go, oh, she's going to think I'm not a man. I think I'm not a real man. My dick didn't work. Because men personify their manhood with their penises. And if their penises aren't up to par, sometimes they replace that with a talisman. Maybe it's a really big pickup truck or a really big gun. But they find something. Not saying that anyone who owns a truck or a gun doesn't have a dick that works. I'm going to get a gun tonight, and mine's worked fine up until now. It'll be all good, boys. But I've realized this just so fellas know this. So men internalize it as it's my fault. This girl's going to hate me. She thinks I'm not man enough. I can't do this. And we wreck ourselves. And in doing so, the more we think about not being able to get our dicks hard, the more our dicks don't get fucking hard. And then, but women, this is why I found out women internalize it too. I've talked to plenty of girls, and they say when a dude can't get hard, they think it's their fault. They take it, because women are programmed to think it's always my fault, so they take it, and they think, oh, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not sexy enough. So when a dude's dick doesn't work, you have two people sitting in a bed, and they're both blaming each other, blaming themselves. They're both blaming themselves for why this dick doesn't work, and sometimes dicks just don't work. Trust me, ladies, if you had to deal with that stress, you wouldn't be ready for it either. So I guess what I'm saying, fellas, is if you're ever in a situation and you can't get hard, you just blame it on the woman. You just look at her and you go, yeah, I always get hard, and I was about to, and then I noticed that your pinky toe is like the same size as the next toe. Like your pinky is just a millimeter too big, and I don't know, man, that kind of just weirded me out, and my dick doesn't work now. And you will fucking wreck it. I'm sorry, ladies. Fellas, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not dump your male insecurities on a woman. That's not fair. It's not fair. Don't give her a complex. Okay, if a dick doesn't work, it is nobody's fault, except if somebody got way too drunk, or they're trying to do something they're not ready for. It's not, just fucking come back, dude. Whatever. I remember going to a hooker and not being able to get hard. That sucked! Because I had a financial investment in that. Okay? I did towards the end, but like for the first 30 minutes, I was just watching the clock going, this fucking work, you son of a bitch. You might just fucking work. That's probably one of my worst limp dick stories. But if I have any good ones, I'll come back. Usually just mellow out dudes. Whatever. I remember my ex used to help me through this sometimes, where I would just want to fuck. We would take Molly and we would have like these sexathons. And if you haven't had sex on Molly, do it. I know I'm sober and everything, but you haven't lived until you fuck someone that you love on Molly. When you fuck someone who's on the same sexual wavelength as you when you're on Molly, oh my God! I want you to imagine getting your dick sucked, but getting your dick sucked by an angel on a cloud while Barry Manilow sings. That's what it feels like. It's that fucking good. And sometimes my dick wouldn't work, and she would just say, relax. Don't think about it. And as soon as she said, don't think about it, I just fucking think, and I would just be in my head, what if my dick never works? What if this is the last time my dick ever worked? Also, this story's going to take too much time. I'm going to cut this out. I have a story about a time when I broke my penis. I sprained it. Nothing crazy. Fuck it. I'll just do a quick version of it. I was having sex with my girlfriend. She moved. I missed. I hit her pelvis. My dick crunched. Like, just crunched. Like, she heard the snap, and she turned around and said, what the fuck was that? And I go, that was my dick. And it stopped working. Like, I stopped getting hard. And I eventually went to the emergency room, and I wrote down... I went to this fucking Faulkner hospital, the worst hospital in all of Boston, and I wrote down on a piece of paper, because I'm waiting in line at the desk, and there's two Dominican ladies behind me, and I try and whisper to the woman at the counter. I go, I have a penile injury. She goes, what? And I go, my penis is broken. She goes, what? And I go, do you have a piece of paper? And she goes, yeah. And she hands me a piece of paper, and I write down penile injury, and she goes, what? And I go, I have a penile injury. And by now, the women behind me who were speaking Spanish aren't talking anymore. They heard penile injury, and they shut the fuck up, and they're listening in. And the woman, when she reads it, goes, oh, and she goes, we'll have you taken care of. Because not only was I not getting hard, but whenever I wanted to get hard, I could feel myself bleeding in my groin because it wasn't going into my penis. And so I go in there, and this Old Boston nurse comes in, just big roly-poly lady. Hi, how you doing? What's up, Mike? You all right? And I go, no, I got a penile injury. She goes, what happened? I was having sex with my girlfriend, and I missed and snapped, and it sounded like crunch leaves, and now it's all black and blue, and it won't work anymore. I keep playing with it, and it's just as limp as it's ever been limp. She goes, well, that's no good. We'll get a doctor in here to check you out. I would appreciate that. She goes, first I'm going to check it out. So she pulls down my pants and she pokes me. She goes, does this hurt? And I go, yeah, that hurts. And she goes, she fucking just, it was like that game, bop it, pull it, twist it. That's what she was doing to me with my broken piece, bopping, pulling, fucking twisting. And then she goes, all right, get the doctor. And this dude comes in. He's like, oh, what is this? He goes, what's going on with you, Mike? And I go, my penile injury, penis is broken, it's not working. And he goes, let me check it out. And he does a bop it, pull it, twist it, bop it, pull it, twist it. Just, does this hurt? Yes, dude. Just pulling and yanking. And does this hurt? Yes, it does. He goes, it looks pretty black and blue. And I go, it is, because it's bleeding in there. And he goes, you know what? I'll get the doctor. And I go, who the fuck are you? I thought you were the doctor. Who is it? Who is this dude? And then finally a dude comes in and he goes, I'm the doctor. I go, does anyone else want to play with my fucked up penis? Is there a Haitian janitor who wants to come in and stare at this white fucking Irish limp noodle? Does anyone else want to laugh? Have a good fucking laugh at my expense. Doctor comes in, bop it, pull it, twist it, bop it, pull it, twist it, pull it, bop it. Does that hurt? Yes, dude. Finally he goes, yeah, well, and every one of them told me, because I could go and I broke my penis. I go, a penis can't break, Mike, because there isn't a bone. So technically it's a sprain. I go, does my penis work? And they go, no. Then I go, then it's fucking broken. Finally, the doctor goes, well, just don't. He goes, here's what happened. It looks like you punctured. There's 3 valves in the penis that fill with blood. That's how you get an erection. You blew one of them. Oh, okay. He goes, that explains the internal bleeding and the bruising. But just don't play with it, and in a week it should grow back. And so for several days, I was just like, it's never going to work again. I'm done as a man. My penis will never work. I'm a eunuch. I'm a eunuch now. I might as well get castrated. I'm not a man anymore. And I would try and force myself to have erections, and slowly, periodically, he said, don't touch it. 2 days in, I was just like, I'm going to make this fucking, I was like one of those movies where a dude gets crippled and they're like, you'll never walk again. And he goes, I can do it. And then he's walking with a walker with little tennis balls on it, and he falls down and he starts crying, and his wife comes over and goes, and he goes, get away from me. I can do it myself. That was me, except with my penis instead of my legs. Eventually, a little over a week went by, and it kind of got back to normal. I remember my ex being like, you're not touching, are you? And I go, well, and she's like, she goes, don't you fuck this up for me either, Michael. Okay, don't you fuck this up for me. But there's my worst limp noodle story. Yeah, you got, like I said, ask any question you want. Guys, I'm going to cut it there. Lesson of today's thing, fuck your ego. If you have recommendations and criticism that is constructive, take it. Also, spend time. Get the fuck out, man. I know some of you guys are worried about getting sick. You need to spend time with people. Spend time with your people, your tribe, your family, your friends. Do something. Socialize. Because I was in New York City, and I watched a city full of people that are kind of losing their minds, and everyone's pretending like they're not. Everyone's been locked inside a closet called an apartment for 3 straight months and hasn't really seen the sun. And everyone's like, we're doing fine. It's like, not all of you. Not some of you, but not all of you. Okay, the veil is off. And I met a lot of people are not doing well. So I hope you do well. Drive your friends home drunk, even when they're idiots. Don't share bottles. Don't share. I get nothing on that. Maybe it makes you stronger. And, you're not a man because of your penis. You are just a man who happens to have a penis. Whether or not it works, or it's big or small, or it doesn't work at some point over the course of the night when you're having sex, you're not a man. And women, it's not you. Sometimes dicks just don't work. Sometimes I get anxiety. Sometimes dudes get anxiety. Sometimes women get anxiety. Let it go. It's just it's just like a slug. It's just a slug. You know, sometimes he's attentive, and sometimes someone throws salt on him, and he's not quite there. Don't get in your head about it. All right, guys. Stay well. Thanks for listening. Happy 4th. Happy Independence Day. Have a good summer. I'll talk to you soon.